I'll be teaching how to paint these really simple, loose sunflowers. I thought it would be fun to mix it up instead of a landscape to do some florals to just ring in the spring season. Without further ado, let's get painting. Today I'll be using Burnt Umber, Black, Yellow, Yellow Ochre, and Sap Green by Winsor & Newton. I'll be using a size 6 and a size 16 round Princeton brush. And the paper I have here with this tablet is 140-pound cold press watercolor paper in a size 6 by 8 inches, but feel free to use whatever size you feel more comfortable with. So to get started, I'm going to paint a couple sunflowers. I want to start with the center, and I'm going to make the center really nice and large. So I've got just a simple circle that I'm painting first. Just like that, using the Burnt Umber. And then I'm going to do maybe just a second one. I want to say slightly higher and a little bit smaller. Just like that. So just a really loose circle. Now I'm going to take the Burnt Umber and fill in the whole circle on both circles here. And then using the Burnt Umber still, I'm going to texturize the outside using the Burnt Umber to just get that kind of seed-like little texture on the edges. We don't want a perfectly smooth circle here. And I'm just going to do the same thing on this one as well. And then I'm just going to do a secondary coat of Burnt Umber in the center. And while it's still wet, I'm going to take some black and I'm just going to tap in some black, especially around the edges, to give a little bit more dimension, and some in the center area as well. And this is just giving more texture of the seeds in the center of the sunflower, but also some more depth and shading. And it's all good that the black kind of bleeds out. It's just a very subtle texture. Okay. So now what I would like to do is start building our petals. So something to be mindful of is we're going to switch gears to our size 16 brush, but more importantly, we're going to be using yellow and yellow ochre for the sunflower, maybe a little bit of Burnt Umber. We'll see how dark the yellow ochre appears with the yellow. But I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap that's super minimal in between the yellow petals and the center of the flower, just temporarily until the brown dries. But in the meantime, because the sunflower petals have so much layers and just texture to them, we can get started on the petals for now. And again, I'm just keeping just a tiny gap. There's barely, even to the human eye, you could see there's a small gap here. But I'm taking my size 16 brush and I'm just doing this kind of motion where apparently the gap wasn't a gap, but that's okay. This is just wet and wet technique, allowing some of the color to bleed into the other colors nearby. With watercolor, that's totally fine. Okay, so I'm just pressing my brush and lifting it. So press and lift, press and lift, and so on and so forth. And obviously our petals will overlap here. That's totally fine. Something you can also do is rotate your page just to get a little bit of an easier go at the petals here. At the very end, there's just this subtle point, but press and lift. That's basically all we're doing. And don't be afraid for your petals here to be buddies and to overlap. That's totally fine. Alrighty, now I'm gonna do the same thing over here, except some of my petals here are gonna be like kind of underlapping behind here, or you can have them overlapping, it doesn't matter. But same thing goes for this sunflower. And I honestly kind of like it when a little bit of the brown is bleeding out. It's just a nice, loose, organic quality that watercolor has. So here, I'm just doing some loose brush strokes just to show that there's some petals tucked in. I'm not really filling it solid yellow, just letting it be kind of more interpretive. Okay, so now I just want to kind of extend one petal here just to keep it a little bit balanced. There we go. And I'm just gonna grab some yellow ochre. And with the yellow ochre here, I want to add just a little bit of texture. So I'm just gonna take the tip of my brush, and especially towards the center where the brown is, I'm just using the center brown area as an extension for some of this center flower shading using the yellow ochre. And some of the brush strokes with the yellow ochre can be more broad, like so. And some can kind of just be tucked in closer to the center of the flower. And it can be also used to fill in any white gaps that you have in between the petals here. And it's totally fine to leave some white gaps in there. That's just like another loose quality that's nice. Just if you have any excess. I'll go ahead and do the same thing over here towards the right. Okay, so lastly, I'm just gonna take some sap green and I just wanna add a few just accent leaves. So I'm just gonna do a thin line with the tip of my brush, and then very similar to the technique of the petals, I'm just pressing and lifting to get these nice subtle leaves. You can manually add in a little tip to the point of the leaf if you'd like. I'll do one maybe over here. This is where you can get very creative with the placement of the leaves. Maybe there's a leaf running off the page. I'm going to do another connecting dash line here. Maybe a couple leaves over towards the top left area. All right, I feel like that's enough greenery there. One little last thing I want to do is add just a little bit of burnt umber mixed with just a touch of yellow ochre, just to deepen it slightly. And I'm just going to add just a little bit more texture surrounding the center of the sunflower with this more golden brown. And that is it. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial on some watercolor sunflowers to just ring in almost the start of the spring season. I absolutely love wildflowers, and I feel like this was the perfect way to start spring. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any further landscape or floral tutorials.